So this class is about boats and streams. So for boats and streams, it is necessary for you all to know these three definitions. Okay, the first one is in water, the direction along the stream. So you have a stream. So the direction along the stream is called as your downstream, and the direction against the stream is called as your upstream. Okay, so the first thing you have to know what is downstream and what is upstream. Second definition, if the speed of the boat in still water. So what is u? U is nothing but speed of the boat in still water. Okay, and v is nothing but speed of the stream. So you have to know what is u and what is v. This is boat speed of the boat in still water, and this is the speed of the stream. Okay, so if these two are the condition, then the speed downstream is equal to u plus v, and the speed upstream is equal to u minus v. Next definition, if the speed downstream, so here you can see that speed downstream is given. Okay, that is given as A. And the speed upstream is B. So upstream is also given. Now the speed in still water, you're going to find what is the speed in still water. So if these two are given, and if you're asked to find the speed of the stream and the speed in still water, means both the speed, how do you find this? It's nothing but 1 by 2 A plus B, 1 by 2 A minus B. Okay, so here you will be given the speed in still water, speed of the stream for the second definition. Okay, so from that you will find what is speed downstream and speed upstream. For the next one, you will be given the speed downstream and speed upstream. You will be asked to find what is the speed of the stream and what is the speed in still water. Okay, so these two are related, and this is how you write the three formulas. So the first problem, a man can row 6 km per hour in still water. It takes him twice as long to row up as to row down the river. Find the rate of the stream. Okay, so when you read the question, it is given that a man can row 6 km per hour in still water. So this 6 km is nothing but he can row at a speed of 6 km per hour in still water. So the speed in still water is 1 by 2 A plus B. This is given as 6 km per hour. Okay. Next, what is it is told is it takes him twice as long to row up as to row down. So the time taken, what it is given is time upstream, the ratio time downstream. So when you're comparing the time upstream and downstream, what it is given is it takes him twice as long to row up. Okay, so twice as long up as to row down. The ratio is 2:1. But normally what we know is speed is inversely proportional. Okay, because why I'm going to speed is your question is told in terms of speed only. Okay, so everywhere you're calculating the speed of the stream only. So now I'm going to the speed formula. So when you compare your speed and time, speed is inversely proportional to time. So what happens to this formula? It become 1 is to 2. Okay, so this is like ratio, right? So when we have the ratio, how do we write? The general one is speed upstream. So here speed upstream, the ratio is 1 is to 2. So here it will be like 1x. Okay, I told you like you'll be adding 1x. So likewise, your speed downstream would be equal to 2x. Okay, so now what is given as the 6 km per hour is nothing but 1 by 2 A plus B. But what is A? A is speed downstream and speed upstream. So here you can substitute here. So speed in still water would be nothing but 1 by 2 into A plus B, which is equal to 1 by 2 into x plus 2x. Okay, so 1 by 2 into 3x. So it is 3 by 2x. But actually, according to the question, what we know, that is equal to 6. So you can equate these things, okay? So you can write this is equal to 6. Okay, so when you cross multiply, this will be equal to 3x is equal to 12 or x is equal to 4. Okay, so now we have found what this speed upstream and speed downstream is. But according to the question, it takes him twice as long as to row up as to row down the river. Your question is find the rate of the stream. So the rate of the stream is nothing but 1 by 2 into A minus B. So 1 by 2 into A is nothing but what is A? A is nothing but speed downstream. Speed downstream is 2x, x is 4. So it is 8. Likewise, speed upstream is x, which is 4. So it will be 4 by 2, which is equal to 2. Okay. Okay, the next question. A boat goes 8 km per hour upstream and then it returns. Total time taken is 4 hours 16 minutes. Velocity of the current. So the velocity here is the speed. Okay, so speed of the current is speed of the stream is 1 km per hour, and actual velocity of the, you're asked to find what the actual velocity of the boat, actual speed of the boat. So a boat goes 8 kilometers upstream and then returns. Okay, so this is like the distance. So 8 kilometers it goes upstream. So distance which it covers is 8 kilometers. So the total time taken is, so for going upstream, and coming back, the total time is taken as 4 hours 16 minutes. So here what two things are compared is time is compared and also the distance is compared. So we know the formula, time is nothing but distance by speed. Okay, so here velocity of the current means velocity of the stream, it is given as 1 kilometer. And what is the actual velocity of the boat? What is the speed of the boat is asked. So you are given the speed of the stream is given, you're asked what is the speed of the boat. Okay, so for that, what things you know is, you know that time is equal to distance by speed. So you are given, what is it? A boat goes 8 kilometers upstream, then returns means he's going 8 kilometers up, and that 8 kilometers only he'll come down. Okay, so the distance is fixed. When you read the question, you know that distance is equal to 8. And what is the speed? Okay, so since I don't know the speed, I'm just fixing the speed is equal to x. Okay, so now I have to write what is the speed downstream and speed upstream. So what is the formula for speed downstream and speed upstream? So speed downstream is nothing but u plus v. So what is u? It is the speed of the boat in still water. So the speed of the boat in still water, you don't know. So fix that speed of the boat in still water as x. Okay, so it will be x, and v, it is the speed of the stream. Speed of the stream is given as 1. Okay, so this is speed downstream. Speed upstream, again it is u minus v. So u you don't know, the speed of the boat is not known, so you take it as x, and v, it is already told that it is 1, so x plus 1 and x minus 1. And what is the total time given? It is given as 4 hours 16 minutes, right? So 4 hours 16 minutes, if you convert into hours, means it will be 416 by 60, because this minutes also you're converting into hours. So cross multiply and add. Okay, add and then divided by 6. Sorry, divided by 60. So when you solve this, you'll get 64 by 50. This is the total time. So when you're comparing, you'll write 64 by 15 is equal to, as I told you, the distance is constant and the distance is 8. Okay, so it is 8 divided by speed upstream plus 8 divided by speed downstream, which is equal to the 64 by 50. So you have to solve this and find what your x is. So check, solve and check whether you're getting 4 as the answer. So for the final answer should be 4 kilometer per hour. Okay. Okay, the next question. A boatman goes 2 kilometers against the current of the stream in 2 hours and goes 1 kilometer along the current in 20 minutes. So you have a stream against the stream. If he is going means he goes 2 kilometers at a in a time of 2 hours, and along the stream for 1 kilometer he is going in a time of 20 minutes. So how long will it take to go 5 kilometer in stationary water? So all the formulas, what you are finding is how long will it take him to go in still water. So what you have to find is the time taken. So the time taken in still water. So the time taken, whenever you have time, it is nothing but distance by speed. So speed in still water. So distance, it's already mentioned 5 kilometers. So 5, you can take it as a numerator. Denominator, you have to find what is the speed in still water. So speed in still water is nothing but 1 by 2 into a plus b, where a is speed downstream. So you need what is speed downstream and speed upstream. So you need what is your A and what is your B. So what it is given, a boatman goes 2 kilometers against the current. So against the current means he goes up. Okay, so upstream. So what it is given is distance is given and the time is given. So what is speed? Speed is nothing but distance by time. Okay, so he travels a distance of 2 kilometers in 2 hours. So the speed upstream is nothing but equal to 1. So what is speed downstream? Downstream, again, speed is equal to distance by time. Distance is nothing but 1 kilometer, but here it is 20 minutes. So here minutes to hours. So 20 by 60. Okay, so when you convert it, you will get it as 3 kilometers per hour. Okay, so now what you have to do is you have to substitute here. Speed in still water is nothing but half into a plus b. Here a is nothing but 1 and b is nothing but 3. So the final answer is 2 for this. Now this 2 you have to find according to the question, it is the time taken. So speed in still water is 5 by 2. So you can write it as 2.5 hours, or you can write 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, the next question. A man takes 3 hours 45 minutes to row a boat 15 kilometer downstream of a river and 2 hours 30 minutes to cover a distance of 5 kilometers upstream. Find the speed of the stream. Okay, so you're asked to find the speed of the current. The speed of the stream, rate of the stream is nothing but 1 by 2 into a minus b. So what is a? Speed downstream and speed upstream should be found. So speed downstream and speed upstream should be found. So nothing regarding your speed is given, but what is given is 3 hours 45 minutes is the time, and the distance is given. So obviously we know that speed is nothing but, according to our definition, speed is equal to distance by time. So for downstream, he travels, like a man takes 3 hours 45 minutes to row a boat 15 kilometers downstream of a river, and 2 hours 30 minutes to cover a distance of 5 kilometers upstream. Okay, so it will be like, uh, for downstream, it is given as 3 hours 45 minutes. The time is 3 hours 45 minutes. So 3 hours 45 minutes, you can write it as 345 by 16. So 15 into 3 and 4. 4 3 are 12. 15 by will be equal to, sorry, speed downstream is distance by time. So the distance which he travels is, he travels the distance of, for downstream, right, it is 15 kilometer, and the time taken is, when you multiply, it will be 15 by 4. Okay, next one is speed upstream. So for speed upstream also, it is distance by time. So the distance is nothing but, he travels a distance of 5 kilometers, and the time taken is nothing but 2 hours 30 minutes. Okay, so again you cancel it, it is 5 by 2. That will be 5 by 2. So you cross multiply, you solve it, you will get this as 4, I guess, yeah, as 4, and here you get it as 2. Okay, so you are asked to find the rate of the stream. So the rate of the stream is nothing but, the rate of stream is nothing but 1 by 2 into a minus b. So 1 by 2 into 4 minus 2, so which is equal to 1 kilometer per hour. Okay. Okay, the next question. A man rows 6 km per hour in still water. When the river is running at 1.2 km per hour, it takes him 1 hour to row to a place and back. How far is the place? Okay, so it's given that he takes, he can row at 6 km per hour in still water. Okay, so what is given is the speed in still water is given. Likewise, the speed of the river is also, the stream is also given as 1.2. Okay, so what you're asked is, you're also compared it with the time. It takes him 1 hour to row to a place and back. How far is the place? So distance you're asked to find. So distance, like the same problem we did it earlier. So distance, we are just going to take it as x, and the total time to go and come back is like 1 hour. So total time is nothing but 1 hour. Okay, so what you're going to find is, you're going to find the distance by comparing to the time. So distance is nothing but, your time is nothing but distance by speed. Distance you're taken as x, so this will be speed upstream. Likewise, the distance would be same, right? When you go and come back, the distance would be same. So plus x divided by speed downstream would be equal to like 1, because that is equal to the total time. So you have to find what is speed downstream and speed upstream. Okay, so what is speed downstream? So speed downstream is nothing but u plus v, where u is the speed of the boat in still water. So in still water, it is nothing but 6, and in the speed of the stream is nothing but 1.2. So it is 6 plus 1 by 2 for upstream. So it is x divided by this, when you add it is 7.2. Okay, next one, speed downstream is 6 minus 1 by 2. So 6 minus 1 by 2 is, when you subtract, you'll get 4.8. So this both you have to equate it to 1, solve it, find the value of x. So when solving, you'll get x is equal to 2.88. Okay, so the distance will be 2.88 kilometers. So see that you understand the concept.